Hi everybody, it's Lyn from Lyn's Crafts. I'm coming by today to share how I made these faux ivory little cylinder beads for this pretty bracelet. First of all, some Primo white and some Primo Accents translucent. This is just the regular translucent, not the white translucent. Okay? So, for this bracelet, you're only going to need a thin sliver. And I actually made 2 bracelets out of what I'm about to show you. I actually made the faux ivory and then I made a faux bone one also. Okay? Alright, so a sliver of the white and about the same of the translucent. And I will tell you, the only difference in the two is that the faux ivory has been antiqued and the faux bone hasn't. Okay? Besides, I used a different texture stamp on them. Okay, now I'm going to run both of these through my pasta machine on a 4, which is about a midway thickness. And sorry about the orange under my nails. It's from eating hot sunflower seeds. Okay, because I'm bound to determine that you're going to see this. If this video makes no sense, I apologize for my annoying camera. I'm just going to roll down these couple of thin slices before I run them through my pasta machine. Alright. I'm just going to run them through my pasta machine, which is on a 4, which is a midway thickness. About like that. Okay, then I'm just going to stack them. Then I'm going to run it through again. Alright, then I'm going to cut it in half. Stack them again, then run it through again. Okay. Now we've got 4 layers. 2 of the translucent and 2 of the white. I'm going to cut it in half again. And stack them again. Not really necessary, but since I did it on both of them, the one you didn't see and this one, then I'm going to cut it in half again. And stack it. And cut it in half again. And stack it. Okay. Now, as you can see, we've got multiple layers that will give us a realistic faux ivory when we're done. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my roller and just roll it down just a bit. Not going to put it back through my polymer machine because I don't want it thinned out that much. Okay, just something like that. Then I'm just going to try to round those edges down. Okay. Round those corners. I apologize for shaking the camera so much. Okay. Just something like that. Then I'm going to roll it into a snake. It won't necessarily be completely round, and that's alright. Okay, just something like that. You can see it's a kind of a flat, rounded snake. Once again, I'm using this graduated measuring device, which is called a tool clay measuring and roller set. I'll try to add a link below where you can find this, hopefully. I'm just taking the largest graduations and I'm going to lightly press it on top of the roll. Alright, I hope you can see it just leaves little marks where to cut. If you don't have one of these or can't find one, just use your regular ruler and make little tick marks on the clay. Okay, just something like that. Now, since I've got extra left over at the end and I need 8 beads, and this graduated measuring device doesn't have little ridges on the end, so I'm going to make 2 more. Just taking one of these already pre-measured little cylinders and I'm going to make 2 more. Okay, just something like that. Okay, oh my gosh, my camera strikes again. All I did was to layer the white and the translucent on top of each other. Then I rolled them through the pasta machine again. Then I cut that layer in half, stacked them on top of each other, then ran it through my pasta machine again. Then I cut it in half again, stacked them, cut it in half again, stacked them again. That made it about that wide. Then I rounded the edges down and rolled it into a snake. Then, using this graduated measuring device, which is called a tool clay measuring and roller set. I'm not sure where you can get this, but I'll try to find a link and post it below. I cut the sections after I impressed the design on the snake. Oh my gosh. Me and this camera are about to go to war. This is the Ancient Hunter texture sheet from Cool Tools. I'm going to fold it over the bead that I have centered over two of these lines so that I'll get a bit of the actual Ancient Hunter's texture. Alright, so I'm folding the sheet over the bead. Now I'm just going to roll it, trying to keep the edge of the sheet in line. Alright. Then I'm just going to round it back out a little bit. Just using a light touch, not mashing it too hard, not trying to put my fingerprints in there. Okay? You'll be able to see the texture a little better once it's antiqued. Alright, I'm going to do that again, just to show. Alright, this is the one. This one was from the end. My roll was a little short, so I got a stubby one on the end. But it'll be alright. Alright, again, just going to center it best I can. Fold the texture sheet over, then roll. Okay, now I'm going to do that with all four of these. You could probably do them two at a time, but I'm just going to stick with one at a time. Okay, and it really and truly is that simple. Okay, some of them you'll get more texture on, some of them you'll get less texture on, but that's just the nature of these. As you can see, some of them don't have a lot of texture on one side. But that's okay. Now, for the faux bone one, I used this texture sheet, which is Connect the Dots. It's also from Cool Tools. On this one, you can see it has more texture on this end than it does on this end. So I'm going to fold the more textured side over the flatter side. Alright. Then I'm just going to roll it. This gives it a really, really interesting texture. You don't see the swirls as much as you do the texture itself, but where you do see them, it's really pretty. And of course, if you antiqued this particular texture sheet, it would give a really interesting effect as well. Alright, 2 more. Alright. And as you can see, that's why my labels never stick to my texture sheets. But I do try to hold on to them just for so I can remember what they're called. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing and kind of round these just a bit. Flatten the ends back out just a bit. I think the Blue Jay's telling me there's no water out here. That's what they're usually telling me anyway. Okay. Then I'm just going to take my corsage pin, hat pin, whatever you've got, and I'm going to run a hole through. Just pick a spot. Okay, here's how they come out of the oven. You can see that the difference between the translucent and the white is what really gives you the appearance of the faux ivory. Okay, just really, really pretty beads. Okay, and just depending on how you string them up, you'll get either these that are antiqued or not antiqued, or these that are. Now, on these antiqued ones, I just used the Deco Art Media antiquing cream, and the way you apply this is to paint it on and then let it dry, and then with a damp cloth or a baby wipe you just wipe it back. Okay, then I would seal them, even if you just use a matte sealer, so that you don't see any sealer. Okay. I really love that Ancient Hunter stamp. It really gives a neat effect to the beads. It makes them look like Stone Age beads. Okay, and these are the Connect the Dots, I believe it's called, which really just gives an overall pattern to the bead. Okay, if you want, I can come back and show you antiquing and how to string a bracelet together. But that's it for this time. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll have the links to the texture sheets down below. Bye for now.